Now today, in just a few minutes, I'm going to show you a few recent startups that have been doing great using AI tools and strategies. Now, 4 of the companies I'm mentioning are making a minimum of $50,000 a month as solo founders, and 3 of them were started this year. They also cover a lot of the recent AI trends that people like Mr. Beast and some of the bigger startups are using. Now you've come to the right place for no BS content. Now straight to the point, this will be useful for you if you're a business owner, indie hacker, or tech curious. Now let's get into the video. The 2 indie hackers that are each generating about $50,000 a month of revenue with minimal expenses, I'm talking about Denny Postma and Peter Levels. Now they each have similar competing businesses. One is headshotpro.com and the other one is photoai.com, and each post basically business updates on their Twitter. Now the service for both companies is professional AI headshot generator. So imagine a professional photographer may charge you $50 to $400 for headshot photos. Well, without leaving your couch, you could basically get it for $20 to $30 using these services. Now, these are amazing indie hackers, but they're not AI engineers. Now, both are basically using Dreambooth machine learning model found here. Now, they're likely using off-the-shelf services like replicate.com to execute Dreambooth, something that anyone with a few weeks of coding experience can do. Now, on top of that, Versal, a company that makes it easy to deploy full-blown websites, basically recently released their AI SDK, which I've already played with. Now they have examples with replicate machine learning models, including Dreambooth. Basically in about 200 lines of code, you can have the most basic version of this sort of website to run deploy within a few hours. Now this is a competitive niche, so I don't recommend copying it, but this is great inspiration for indie hackers or startups looking to expand their business. And the less the tech bro-y the niche is, the better, because the less you have to compete with people like Peter Levels or myself that can build these tools relatively quickly. Now, another company I like is drumaround.io. This startup is a user-friendly AI travel planner website that basically made $300,000 in revenue in the last 90 days. That makes it easier to book travel experiences and flights. Think of it as an AI version of Airbnb and TripAdvisor. Now, this technology itself is not complicated. Under the hood, the founder is using ChatGPT, but he's made the experience a lot more custom for each user. So for any special requests, I can interact with the platform, unlike with TripAdvisor. So you can do these sorts of customized experiences for your own business or find a new niche. Also, to provide some context, it's not all fun and games with these startups or ideas. The founder, she explained that he racked up $35,000 in debt in the 30 days that he started this company and was working 20 hours a day to try to steer the ship of the startup in the right way. Now, I think I actually forgot to introduce myself. I'm Andre and I'm building software and tech for myself and for startups for the last 7 years. Now, I'll leave all the links for the content I'm covering in the description. Now let's get into categories that I think will drastically change businesses in coming months based on what its people are working in my friend circle, on Twitter, and on LinkedIn. Now, one of these trends is multilingual and international support. This is spearheaded by people like Mr. Beast, who started dubbing his own YouTube videos about 2 years ago. Now his content is available in 10 different languages and is very well done. Now, if you go into his channel today, you will see his videos dubbed. Now his company, creatorglobal.com, is Mr. Beast's YouTube dubbing service that is invite only. Now, in my opinion, this is a great opportunity for individuals to do themselves, but it's not easy enough to mass produce for everyone. Now, translations from English into foreign language have come a long way and they're a lot better, but they're not perfect. So if you use purely AI translations, they're not going to be perfect. I saw Tim Ferriss recently being robbed by one of the many companies in this space. But I wouldn't recommend purely using AI tools like this, at least yet, to translate your content or marketing, because it will handle some of the translations awkwardly, especially if the person is using lingo, local phrases, and so on. Now, Mr. Beast's company that does AI translations as a first pass, but then uses real translators that speak those languages to make minor corrections. Now, here are some APIs to help with this process for your own business or content as follows. Now, for transcribing content from audio to text, use Whisper AI from OpenAI. Many refer to this as the best in the industry. Now, you can use Google Translate AI for translations from English or another language into your target language. And then you could hire somebody in Upwork to go through a translated script and make minor corrections, people that actually speak this language. Then you can use something like 11 Labs to dub the transcript into your own voice, and then you're done. Yes, this is a couple steps, but a few years ago, this would be impossible to do automated at all, and you'd have to hire people at each step of the way. Now with these tools, you can basically automate it for your business, YouTube channel, marketing agency before these tools become widely available and it's no longer an advantage. Now on to the next trend, customer service automation. Now, if you have an existing business and want to increase your conversions on your website, reduce returns and backlogs, A few companies that I've seen being used in the industry are Budcraft.com, Ultimate.ai, and Zendesk's AnswerBot. Now, honestly, there are tons of options that I can spend an hour on. The above are a great start. Now, if these don't support your needs, my advice is to search for customer chatbot for and then enter your niche and test it thoroughly and make sure it is good for you. Now, in this video, I'm going more through general trends, but I also do tutorials on new software and tools that I find exciting. Now, if you have any suggestions on topics you want me to do or to do a deep dive in, let me know in the comments. Now, another movement I've seen is AI-generated marketing and ads, or basically auto-generated copy, images, video for content marketing, ads, and so on. Now, one example is a founder, his name is John Yun-Fook, who generated $50,000 a month in revenue creating bannerbird.com to generate social media visuals, ads. And he's another indie hacker founder that created mostly by himself and currently lives in Bali, living his best life. Now, there's also another website called bestever.ai that does video AI ads. Now, if you ever did ads on Facebook or Google, you know how much of a pain in the ass it is to generate hundreds of pieces of ad content for different screen sizes and so on. So in the coming months and years, I'm sure there's going to be even more great options to generate these kinds of content. So these can help inspire you to create your own business offering or improve your current marketing or ads business. Now, I think that covers it for today. We're here to learn together about emerging tech trends for small businesses and curious people. Let me know what you think in the comments. Have an amazing day.